Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So things are underway. Lopez, he's got away. Oh, shooting chance! And again. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Yamal. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, can I bring Ousmane Dembele to your attention? He's been described as a phenomenon and one of the very best. That's high praise indeed. And we've seen some great flashes, but he still has a long way to go to fulfill all of that potential.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. It's Fermin! Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Tries to play it through.
You'll be disappointed with that.
Gusto. Gabriel. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Dembele. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now that looks a decent ball. And it's made its way to him. Defending of the desperate variety. Koundé, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
João Palhinha aimed beyond the defence. So much time and space here. Hangs in a cross. And a header! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Back to the keeper it goes. Gusto. And Fermin. And it's Bellingham. Looking to play him in. Oh, important interception. Dembele. And it's been played through. Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Dembele. Can he get on the end of this? That'll be a throw. João Palhinha. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get it through? He's having a shot! João Palhinha. Fermin. Fermin looking to add to his goal. And he's intervened well there. Dembele. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Now it's Solot. Van Dijk makes the interception. No, he's not getting past him there. Now it's Girassi. Great vision. Oh, that's chance, surely! Matheus Cunha. Oh, there's a probing ball. Yamal comes under pressure and it's come loose. DiMarco with the foul. And that's going to be a booking. Chouameni. Ah, that's a fine interception. And now the breakaway. DiMarco. Marquinhos. Looking for a runner. DiMarco. Solot is herring after that one. Reinders. That's the end of the first 45. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Japan just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Japan have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. Back on the way then. Japan leading courtesy of the game's only goal. João Palhinha. Passing is crisp and sharp. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Threads one in. No, that pass has been well intercepted. João Palhinha. And it's Reinders. Spread it left. Yamal. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Nuno Mendes. And he was alert to it. Bellingham. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, this looks sharp. Mbappe is onto it in a flash. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. It's a searching pass. It's out for a goal kick. Stood up well to him there. Nice looking ball. Koundé. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Now it's Mbappe. And here's Haaland. He's having a pop! Haaland! That is brilliant! A finish of true class! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here. I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation. And he was never going to miss that.
Well, Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they've a chance? Now, who's going to be first to this? Now he's off and running. Nice physical challenge. Tries to pass it through. Some really good ball movement. Rafael Leao. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Just eases him off the ball. That's been cut out. Well played. And here's Mbappe. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Girassi.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Olise. And here's De Bruyne. And the shot's on here.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, that's fabulous. Played it. There's the header! Goal! Japan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Japan have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Shot a goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Well, that is one way to stop him. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
No, it's come to nothing.
Japan really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Thuram. Here's Rafael Leao. DiMarco. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kunde. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now that's well seen too. And that will be the final act. Japan, pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Japan, absolutely shocking here. Shockingly poor.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We are just getting started. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Haaland. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I think...
Tries a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And now they can spring out of defence. Fermin. Good ball, good take. That is Koundé. And he's chosen to go back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Passing nice and neat. Might be danger here. Over to the right flank. Oh, good! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Marquinhos. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Driven forward. That's very neat. João Palhinha. Bellingham. Great chance! Goal! Japan! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Rafael Leao.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Gusto cuts out the pass. Passing is crisp and sharp. Bellingham. He'll try from distance. Tchouaméni. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. DiMarco. Japan do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Lopez. Oh, now he can run away with it. Fermin. And it's Lopez. Now that's a lovely exchange. Fermin. Dembele. And it's Dembele. Now it's Haaland. Gabriel. Bellingham. Looking understandably energised after his goal. Oh, important interception. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Dembele Really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
No way through.
That's good play from him.
Gerassi. There he goes, motoring forward. Fermin! Oh, that was no routine save.
Fermin really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
This their second corner of the game. And a header! Oh, good finish. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Japan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! That is a brilliant interception. Marquinhos clears it away. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Haaland. And a shot! And that is wildly off target. Well, that has not gone well. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Lopez. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Fermin. Solot. And now the breakaway. Fermin. Rafael Leao. Haaland. And that is masterful defending.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ball played for Dembele. Looking for a runner. Good ball over the top. No luck with that dink over the top. And that brings the first half to a close. Where do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Japan looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. Back on the way then. Good strike, quite an alarm. João Palhinha, and he's forced to go back. Palhinha has created one goal already. Not the most accurate pass. Aimed beyond the defence. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Japan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Van der Ven deals with that comfortably. Fermin. Japan are looking to break at pace. He has found the way through. Rafael Leao. He's rising! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Haaland. That's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Solot. And the pass is intercepted. Pass somewhat off target. Gabriel Musiala chasing after it. And here's Bellingham. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Bellingham really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Bullish header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And that's a throw-in. So we've reached the hour mark. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And that's really well manoeuvred. Japan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. Japan couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Bellingham.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Mendes gets over and intercepts. Now that looks a decent ball. He's picked his way through. And it's João Palhinha. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chouameni. Great vision. He's in a great position here. And he shoots! Goal! Just one goal in it now. Game on! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, what a hit, Peter. And there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured. It was simply inch perfect.
So we have movement on both benches. Just one in it now.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Chance! Oh, it's come loose. So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Now it's Girassi. Decent chance!
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Koundé, foot in. Yamal has got himself a free kick. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Well read, and the danger is averted. And he's heaved it away. Chouameni, and that is a little undercooked. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Solot. Yamal. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Just 5 minutes left. Very much into the last knockings.
Japan nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Matheus Cunha. Koundé. Matheus Cunha. He's in a good position here. He's having a pop! It's hit the upright. That's going to go a long way. Gusto goes long. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time.
Well,
And that's that. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football, a real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We are just getting started. And it's João Palhinha.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, he may be a player who we still haven't worked out what his best position is, but I still think that this fella, Kai Havertz's role, will be quite big. He initially played a little deeper before he arrived in England, but once he came to England, he tended to be played as a centre-forward, and it made it difficult for him. I mean, he wasn't attuned to that position, but now he's grown into it, and things are beginning to work.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Nuno Mendes. Chouameni. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Haaland. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Can he get on the end of this? And now they can clear their lines.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Threads one in. There's the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Bellingham can clear it away. Havertz. And that is expertly dealt with. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Marquinhos makes the interception. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Japan definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Now it's Dembele. And he's got away from him. And that's been intercepted. Fermin. It's Vinicius Junior. Solot. Gives it back. Oh, that's a chance for a shot!
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Terrific! That's another chance! Oh, what has happened here? Gabriel is flagged offside. And they're back on the ball again. Havertz. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Lopez. João Palhinha. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Vinicius Junior.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Now it's Matheus Cunha. Nuno Mendes. Bellingham gets on his bike and on the move. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's made its way to him. Gabriel Di Marco. And João Palhinha. And it's Marquinhos. Bellingham. Now it's Lopez. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Oh, getting up there! Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Japan have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
The final seconds now. And the referee has blown for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Japan up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Japan can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. That gets us going once more. Japan currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Dembele picks it up out wide. No, again there's no way through. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Looking for the run. Well read, nice interception. Matheus Cunha. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Dembele. Dembele unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Mbappe! Bellingham. Tries to pass it through. Vinicius Junior picked out brilliant. Fermin! Dembele.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Japan just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. He's being urged to shoot. And it's been hooked away. Taken back almost at once. Matheus Cunha is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Japan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
No, he's not getting his way this time. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. This is a promising build-up. He won't be happy with that one. Now, can they get him away? He's having a shot! And that's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Chouameni. Here's Matheus Cunha. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Girassi. That has ended up in no man's land. Vinicius Junior. Now, who's going to be first to this? Knocks it out wide. The ball goes in. And he's cut it out. Dembele. Haaland. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Marquinhos. Half an hour gone in the second half. And he's running through. Dembele. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Havertz. Now that's well seen too. Vinicius Junior. Gabriel. Vinicius Junior. An instinct. Solid! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
So we have movement on both benches. Great defending, strong and determined. That's good running with the ball. It's played through for him. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Now it's Reinders. Looking for options for movement. And the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. It's all becoming so easy.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Japan find a position of real strength now. Oh, well measured. Space for him to turn and look. DiMarco did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's been played through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Ah, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Solot, and he's well positioned here.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Can he get it through? Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Big chance! Goal! Japan! The first significant strike.
Thuram really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. It's run loose here. Gabriel. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Solot. Solot! And that's in. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
So they have it all to do again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff. This is the time you need that pace.
Gabriel. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. And here's Solot. Nice control. Vinicius Junior. And it's Bellingham. And here's Lopez. Lopez. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
That's a decent clearance. Japan have the chance to go the other way. Yamal. And here's the chance to counter. Koundé. Wriggles his way through. DiMarco gets a foot in here. Bellingham. Bellingham. Good purposeful running this. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Oh, he's done very well to take that back.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. João Palhinha. Played out to the left flank. And no, that was never going to make it. Koundé. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Spread to the right. Mbappe. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Thuram. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He has found the way through. Chance for a shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Vinicius Junior just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Japan have their second corner now. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Has another go! And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Thuram, and it's made its way to him. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Gusto. That's a pretty loose pass. Rafael Leao. That was good pressing. Forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Matheus Cunha. A probing pass. Ah, that's a fine interception. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Thuram. Thuram has created one goal already. Aimed beyond the defence. Rafael Leao. Well, that has not gone well. And that is the end of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Where do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Japan will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Japan are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And so the action is resumed.
Japan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Thuram. Oh, great leap! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
João Palhinha. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Rafael Leao. He's got away. Rafael Leao! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Rafael Leao can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. Fermin going forward. Surlot. Lopez. Bellingham! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now it's Yamal. And it's Mendes. He's found a way through. Gusto did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Succumbs to the pressure. Rafael Leao. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. And he's heaved it away. Tries to pass it through. No way through. Bellingham.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Chouameni. Rafael Leao going face-to-face with his great rival. Vinicius Junior. Oh, they can break here. Bellingham running with intent. Fermin has the space to scheme. That is lovely. Lopez. And he can thump it away. Throw in. And it's Reinders. Haaland. Great vision. Oh, delightful ball. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
This their second corner of the game. And that is well cleared. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Plays a sharp little ball here. Koundé's cross. That's a decent clearance. So, third corner of the game. Defending of the desperate variety.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Chouameni. Havertz. Now it's Mbappe. And now the breakaway. Driving forward. Girassi. Olise. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And he's managed to get free. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Japan have their third corner. And that has been knocked clear. Knocks it out wide. DiMarco. DiMarco puts them all in. No way through, so back it comes. Real chance!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He's shifting through the gears here. Haaland. Oh, that's neat.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Another pass just keeps it ticking over, and he was alert to it. Van Dijk can clear it away. And that is as far as it goes. A good watch, more than a good watch, actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. That it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, colour and passion just ooze. Great chance! Goal! Japan! And the game springs instantly to life.
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant. Girassi
Really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Japan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Thuram knocks it out wide. He is through here. Shot a goal!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Koundé. And this is Dembele. He's got away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Rafael Leao. Now this... He's had a shot! And no mistake. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited.
Bellingham! Oh, split-second reaction.
Bellingham really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Looking for a runner. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Fermin scooting forward. Girassi gets into a good position. Very nicely done. He's in a great position here. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Bellingham. And it's Lopez. Now it's Solot. Matheus Cunha. It's a searching pass. It's not an especially good pass, that. João Palhinha. Rafael Leao. That's a good ball. Knocks it into space. Olise. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Bellingham. Nice interception, well timed. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Japan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Cunha, who does have an assist to his name.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Chance here to counter. Bellingham. Now it's Lopez. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Thuram. Now it's Tchouaméni, and the cross comes in. And he's taking no chances there. Bellingham. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He's in plenty of space here, and he's managed to get free. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he cuts out the supply. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Olise, Surlot, and the shot! Oh, it's come loose. Rafael Leao. Matheus Cunha. A probing pass. Gusto gets over and intercepts. Fermin. Looking for options for movement. And it's half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Short changes in with that pass. Surlot is onto this. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And once more he proves rigid and robust. João Palhinha. That's been cut out, well played. Matheus Cunha, closing in on goal. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's been hooked away. João Palhinha. And that is a little undercooked. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He has found the way through. And here's Surlot. Now it's Girassi. Lopez. Plays a sharp little ball here. Yep, it's a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Japan have the chance to go the other way. Mbappe. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Haaland! Goal! Japan! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Japan with the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can.
Chance! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Reinders spots it and intercepts. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Japan perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Well, the manager
Tries one from range. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Safe to say he's capable of better than that. Chooses to go cross-field.
Good switch, that.
Now it's Thuram. Yamal is wide and looking to get onto this. And this is De Bruyne. He slings it in.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now. Japan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Dembele. Aimed beyond the defence. And here's Lopez. Oh, that's superb. Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Gusto. And it's Reinders. Nice physical challenge. And the shot! That is ended up in no man's land. Japan are running out of time. Chance for a shot! And he's stuck it away. Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, this ought to give them some renewed energy. If anyone's going to win it in normal time, you've got to make them favourites now.
Yamal. And it's De Bruyne. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that could be pivotal! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Goes for a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Threads one in. And the finish! Oh, good finish. We thought they were done, but never say never. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Back to parity, and there's nothing in it still. We move to extra time, so we are still gridlocked.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So no winner at full time. We will be going the distance. So our quest to find the winner continues. Japan did fantastically well to force extra time, having been on the brink of defeat in normal time. In fact, you could say they're the better off of the two teams, at least psychologically. That's rather hopeful. It's a goal kick. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So things are underway. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I'm really impressed with this guy, Jude Bellingham. For one so young, he has wonderful intelligence and a great ability to read the game. The most expensive 17-year-old in the game too, and he's got a wonderful natural feel of space.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Dembele going forward. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Cunha herring after the ball here. An instinctive delivery. Gabriel clears it away. Good ball, good take. Out of play for a goal kick. McTominay. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
They've won a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Japan are looking to go forward now. Now it's Thuram. Aimed beyond the defence, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Dembele. Japan yet to have an attempt on goal. Nuno Mendes, and that's really well manoeuvred. Ambitious ball here. Oh, well played.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Bellingham. DiMarco. That's a sharp pass. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, sweet feet. Can he finish? In he goes again. Goal! Japan! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper, couldn't hold on to it, and he's there.
Girassi! Loose ball now, and there's... Oh, he's been caught napping. He's on it. Can he get away?
Japan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best.
He's having a shot! Oh, it's hit the post. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Girassi deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
That's a shade optimistic. A slightly better ball would have led to a very... He's going for goal! Oh! Fantastic! He's got himself an absolute peach. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Japan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their...
He'll try from distance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
This their second corner of the game. Getting up there! Relentless! Just relentless! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really...
He's having a pop! Oh, it's come off the upright. It's a good run, that. Great timing. Shapes to shoot! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Corner number 3 coming up. Marquinhos getting this one clear. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that's gone loose. Japan have the chance to go the other way. McTominay looking for the run. Girassi. Koundé gets it away. And here's Bellingham. DiMarco. And Koundé. DiMarco kept his eye on it, and he's there. The ball is loose, and the chase is on. And that is the end of the first half. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Japan really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
Knocks it into space.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Dembele. Now this big chance! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And he has been fouled there. And he has shown him a yellow card. McTominay. Girassi running with intent. That's good running with the ball. He's being urged to shoot, and that is expertly dealt with. Tries one from range. It's bounced back off the post. And here's Dembele. DiMarco does really well to win the ball there. Koundé has it in a wide position. Koundé's cross.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Japan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Some resolute defending there. Matheus Cunha, Nuno Mendes, Haaland.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Girassi. Now it's Thuram. Oh, he's burst through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Now it's Thuram. That's the throw. And here's Yamal. Tries the cross. Oh, good effort. Oh, he got himself into a great position. Dembele, who's set up one goal so far. Koundé. Tchouaméni. Well, it's more pressure than ball at the moment. Haaland has got himself a free kick. Reinders. Back where it came from. That's a super give and go. He's picked his way through. Oh, who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Now it's Reinders. Driving through the middle. Oh, shooting chance! And that's a sharp finish. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So could they be onto something here? And it's McTominay.
Oh, really well played.
McTominay, drive, shot a goal! And yes, it's there! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! Thuram duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
And a really good game is threatening to break out here.
Oh, I think there's been...
And the finish! They want to be quick to... Oh, he's been caught on it here! And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Oh, this team is relentless. They have a way of playing and there's no compromise.
And here's Thuram. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Thuram knocks it out wide. Olise tries to pass it through. He's found space here. He's found a way through. There's the shot! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
And it's Koundé. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. He has found a way through.
Japan really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Reinders. 4 added minutes on the board. Reinders. Oh, this is a great position. Real chance! And a neat finish. They have stolen level at the last. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Oh, what has happened here? And he's there to belt it away. And that is that. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Japan can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Chance for a shot! Goal! Japan! The ideal start!
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Japan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. DiMarco. Now, can they get him away? Well, that's beautifully weighted. DiMarco. And Fermin. Chouameni. Looking for the run. Thuram. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's a little off target. Fermin. Now that looks a decent ball. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Japan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. And it's Lopez. And that's a good ball. Oh, well played. Fermin.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Chouameni. And it's made its way to him. Thinks one through.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Dembele. Fermin. Oh, easy pickings there. Fermin. João Palhinha. And that's going wide left. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's DiMarco. And Gabriel played over towards the opposite flank. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Looking for options for movement. And here's Mbappe. And here's Thuram. He's having a hit! Oh, it's a vicious effort. Gusto. Approaching the half-hour mark. Now it's Mbappe. Lovely bit of skill. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Passing is crisp and sharp. Dembele. A probing pass. And he's had it nicked away. And it's Bellingham. Now it's Sorloth. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he's there to get it away. Well, they've got it again. Bellingham. Now he's off and running. Gusto makes a move down the right. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Thuram producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And he's managed to get free. DiMarco. Vinicius Junior. João Palhinha. Marquinhos. Can he get it through? Oh, he's found support out wide. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Mbappe. Defending was strong and firm. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Lopez. This might spell take. Can he finish? Oh, it's come off the upright. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Japan up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Japan, with the game's only breakthrough, it's 1-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Japan, currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Oh, what has happened here? DiMarco, played out wide. Mbappe.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Thuram.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Now, can he find a finish? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And here's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And the counter can be on now for Japan. It's a promising position. Thuram. And this is Dembele.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Almost an hour gone. And it's Lopez. And here's Thuram. Picked out brilliantly. Gabriel gets it clear.
Japan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Oh, this looks sharp. He has a look up. There's the shot! And that's a sharp finish. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Japan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it. Now they have it.
De Bruyne.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage.
Takes a shot! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has... Matches Cunha! And a neat finish. They're back within reach. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Japan may be down, but not out just yet. And he's picked it up out wide. Some really good ball movement. Oh, it's come loose.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Yamal gets on his bike and on the move. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Haaland. And it's Tchouaméni. Here's Mathias Cunha. Olise. And that's been won straight back. Now it's Haaland. And he welcomes it in. He's having a shot! DiMarco is there to clear. Maciej Cunha. Thuram. Now it's Yamal. Oh, now he can run away with it. Real chance! Goal! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Japan, visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Oh, there's a probing ball. McTominay.
This is the time you need that pace.
He's in plenty of space here. That's a good ball. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And the shot! Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Thuram is onto this. Yamal. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's De Bruyne. Yamal. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And that is that. Japan really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Thuram taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Japan definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And all that remains for me is to thank...